Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing amazing. I haven't done this in quite a while. It's been like 2 weeks because I've honestly been basking in greatness. You know, I've been basking in grace and greatness. Like I'm just a happy human being. Yeah, we'll get to that. I hope every single person who's going to watch this is doing great. If you're not doing well, please, I plead with you to do something about it. And I promise you, there's always a solution out there for any problem, guys. There is a solution. Actually, there are solutions to one problem. There's probably 10 solutions to them. So please find one that actually works for you and that's going to fix your problem so that you come back good man, great. So you guys, I just turned 26, and for the very first time in my life, I'm so excited about growing up. Like my birthday was one of the most beautiful days of my life. For the very first time, like there was no anxiety of, oh my goodness, I'm growing old, oh my goodness, this and that. Like I was just genuinely so happy. I remember the day off in the morning, the first person who called me was my best friend. Obviously, he, like every single time, my best friend is the first person to post me, to either send me a gift or to call me. Every year, like for 7 years straight now without fail. He's that person. And he called me that day and he asked me, the first thing he asked me was, did you get the money? Because he sent me money. I wrote in my status that, guys, don't post me mahala. Don't also, like, I don't like gifts. I don't like people buying me gifts because I don't know how to pretend to like people's gifts. So I'd rather you give me the money and I'll buy myself a gift. Or if I post something and then maybe you buy it, then we're cool. But otherwise, when I like a copy, like I'm not gonna say, oh, thank you. I'm not gonna. I'm not that type. I'm just gonna tell you straight, no, I don't like this. And I hate hurting people because they go out of their way. Rather on 50 ranta, get la pecha, you wonder for pecha for day. Get la pecha, and then I will buy something that I actually like on my birthday. So he asked me, did you receive the money? And that question turned into like I didn't even answer the question. I didn't even know he sent me money because I didn't get the notification. And I start going off and I tell him how I'm happy to be growing up, you know. There are certain things that I wouldn't have done when I was 20 years old or when I was 25. Like I'm 26, it's only be a few days, 26, but give one a difference, and gratitude. I have to be grateful that there are a lot of kids, guys. You guys are on social media, on news all the time, and you hear about kids who actually lose their lives before they turn my age. And I'm so grateful that I was able to accomplish things that I have accomplished thus far. Be the person that I'm proud of the person that I am. I'm proud of the person that I am. Like, yeah, I'm so happy to be growing up. Like, I'm so happy for the very first time. I am so happy to be growing up. I'm so happy to turn a new age. I'm just like, guys, there are certain things that definitely come with age. There are certain things I wouldn't have done. There are certain mistakes that I did that I wouldn't do now. There's a person that I left behind. I'm a new person now, and it can only come with age. Like right now, guys, I'm starting to understand. Yes, I'm not 30. Yes, I'm not 50, but I can tell, but I'm 19. Guys, it only comes with age. And never put yourself under the pressure of perfection, of goals. Like, don't chase goals anymore, guys. Like, chase, be about process and not goals. Like, stop, because the reason why we are so scared of growing up is because we feel like, oh, I'm 25, now I haven't achieved this and this and this and that. But look at the tiny things you have achieved. Yo, guys, I sat down and I looked at my life and I'm like, I'm living a beautiful life. Hey, I am at my peak. Like, I am happy, I am healthy, I have everything that I need. Like, I'm not short of anything, you guys. Like, I am happy to be alive. I am happy to be growing, and I can't wait. Like, I can't wait to see a 30-year version of me. I cannot wait to see a 30-year-old version of me. Imagine me at 30. Like, if I am this person now, imagine me at 30 years, you guys. Anyway, this video is not about that. I wrote things down on my birthday that I'm like, okay, I want to see the things that I have learned in the 25 years that I've been alive. I'm 26. I'll probably add some things next year, but I want to see what I have learned, and I think it is important for people after me to learn this thing. That's what I think. Like, they are the things that I think are important. They are the things that I think are important, and yeah. So let's hear these things. Number one, I said respect your parents. I don't know about the days, but I know that there's something in respecting parents. And parents, I'm not only talking about your biological parents, I'm talking about every parent that you meet. Anybody older than you, respect that person. There is something when an old person appreciates you respecting them and wishing you great. Like, Mina, guys, the reason why I respect old people is because I feel like God hears them better than He hears me. And when an older person says, yo, like, that's the most beautiful thing to ever happen. And I try by all means that every single time I meet an older person, like, they see in me somebody that would make them proud, or propel them to say words like, I hope God blesses you and enriches you, because I feel like, honestly, God hears them more. I don't know, but I feel like God hears them more. But besides respecting parents, respect everybody. Every room that you enter, respect every single person. Respect is the most important thing, because when somebody feels respected, you guys are more likely to create a relationship that's actually truthful, a relationship that's based on honesty, that's based on love, and that's based on being able to be vulnerable around each other. And I think that's one of the most important things. Number two, I said take care of yourself. Take care of your health, guys. Ra understand that life is good, but even in your chasing dilo tsa ko strateng, always make sure that you take care of yourself. Your health is more important. You are your health. Like, if you are unhealthy, you are just useless. In other words, like, you are just shell. Like, there is no use to you if you're not healthy. You're not going to accomplish all the dreams that you want if you're not healthy. You're not going to do anything. You will just be a person who's surviving each day. And I don't think survival is a good thing. I think you need to live. And in order for you to live, you honestly have to take care of yourself and your health. 3, okay, I don't want to be misunderstood. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love money. They know how much I love money. But money should not be the first thing in your priority list. That's why I put health first. So money should probably be, I don't know number what, but it shouldn't even be in the top 3 for me. For me, I believe that money will always be taken care of. That's my belief. I love money. Money loves me. But if you were to wake me up in the morning and ask me what's at the top of my priority list, you wouldn't hear me say money. Because, guys, money can come and money can go. Money shouldn't be something that you worry about. Yes, we need money. Don't get me wrong. We need money, and it's nice to have money, because when you have money, you can do things, you can pay for things, you can go somewhere. You'll never be able to travel without money, but you should never do anything for money, because doing something for money is actually not fulfilling. And we can argue about it the whole day, but doing something for money, it's actually not fulfilling, guys. There are people who have thousands and thousands of money in their bank accounts, and they're depressed and they can't even enjoy their money. to show that money can never fix your problems and money should not be at the top of your priority list. It will fix like grocery, it will fix like transport, but the core being, it will never be able to fix. So rather focus on that than chasing money, because chasing money will actually damage this. I said this in the beginning. I said, don't focus on the goal, focus on the progress. I've realized that focusing on the goal takes away from my happiness, because goal says, if I become this, then I am going to be happy. And then you get that, and then you realize just how miserable you are. Because after you attain that, and then what? After you achieve that goal, and then what? So, for example, let's say you gym. You've decided to start gymming and you're like, as soon as I lose 30 kgs by June, I want to lose 30 kgs by June. And then June comes and then you haven't lost 30 kgs. And then you lose or you leave the habit that is good, because exercising is actually good for you. You leave that because you haven't reached a certain goal. But rather, had you focused on the process, you will understand that slowly but surely, there is a change. Even if you don't see it, but there is a change. And if you continue doing that thing over a long period of time, not only is it good for you, but also you are not miserable because you have made it a part of you. You are not doing it to attain something. You're not doing it to achieve something. You're doing it because it is good for you. So stop focusing on the goals. Goals take away from your happiness. I can tell you that. Like, I have said, oh, I want to do this by this age, and then I get that, and it's just like anticlimactic, and you're like, okay, and then what? But had I focused on enjoying the process, like, I would actually feel more grateful than I would when I attain a certain goal. I hope that makes sense. And then it says, love yourself first before expecting love from others. Guys, you know, man, when one thing about me, there's nobody who loves me more than I love myself. Right now, I'm at the point whereby I love myself and I know how good love feels. You know? And I know the kind of love that I deserve. And I'm at the point whereby I'm not even chasing love. I'm not even chasing men. I'm just living, and I'm like, the right one will come. Like, boys are coming, but I'm just like, this one is not it. This one, like, I'm at the point where, like, something switched this year. I swear to God, something switched. I am not desperate for anything. I mean, I've always loved myself. Trust me. Anybody who's been with me knows that even if I stayed away a little bit longer, but I expressed that I genuinely don't think this is it for me. And I'm always okay walking away. But right now, I'm at the point whereby I'm not even going to waste my time trying anything. You know, guys, like at first glance, when you meet someone and you have a conversation with someone, you know if this is the love that you deserve. And you can only know the love that you deserve once you have loved yourself fully. Loving your imperfections, loving your flaws, loving the things that are great about you, like loving yourself as a whole. And then expect love from somebody. Because true love is unconditional. And you have to love yourself unconditionally. And if you genuinely want true love, you have to first practice it before you want it from somebody. Actually, you have to give it first before you actually expect it from someone else. And then it says, let your yes be a yes and your no be a no. Let your yes be a yes and your no be a no. Like, this is one thing that we struggle with growing up. It's so difficult to say no. Because we want to be accepted. We want to be loved. We are desperate for certain things. That's why I said love yourself first. Because once you are firm within yourself, then you will know that if you say no to somebody and they get mad at you, it's not your fault. Those people are projecting. You said no because you know what's good for you. You know that taking this project is not good for you, guys. I've gotten so comfortable saying no to things. Hey, saying no to taking work that I know will overwhelm me just because I need money. I've gotten comfortable in saying no, and I can wake up in the morning and plan my day properly without feeling like, like the bus you know, I'm starting. Okay, with this one, I'm genuinely starting to learn how to say no. For the longest time, I have failed to say no. And I have failed myself because I've gotten into situations where I shouldn't have, only because I wanted to please somebody else. So the first thing that I wish I learned earlier was let my yes be a yes and my no be a no. Number 7, never do anything for others expecting anything in return. I don't even think I have to get into this. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. There's another one that I wrote later on that says, they are not disappointing you. It's the expectation you have of them that is disappointing you. So if you find yourself doing something for somebody, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you wish one day they would do something for you, because they actually might not. The sad reality is people actually might not. People are not you. People don't react to things the way you do. People are not as selfless as you are, or as selfish as you are. People are just not you. And every situation you enter, you must enter it understanding that nobody is you. Nobody thinks like you. Nobody does things the way you do. So don't expect anything. Just do it or just don't do it. Oh, nice. Okay. Yes, the next one says their actions are not disappointing. Your expectation of them is. So even in a relationship, a guy will show you who they are. And every single day you expect this guy to be romantic. And he showed you what Muzulu wasn't romantic. He showed you what wasn't romantic. And you keep expecting this guy to up his game. Which one? Which one? His game is not being romantic. So what exactly are you expecting? And every single day when you come home, you're like, every single day when you come home, you're like, oh, I wish today he could. Oh, I wish today he did this. There's one thing about me. I hate cooking. I hate cooking and I love food, but I hate food. Like this year, food nearly killed me. Food is dangerous, guys. Like, I found myself in hospital because of food. And people don't understand. Like, okay, let's leave the food thing. But I don't love food. And I tell you that I don't love cooking. I make it clear when I meet anybody. If you are now in a relationship with me and then you expect me to do miracles and then you get disappointed when I don't, it's not me. It's not my fault. I told you that I hate cooking. So don't come here and expect miracles. If you actually need somebody who cooks for you, guys, go ahead and find somebody who cooks for you. Also, don't waste my time. Because the most selfish thing is somebody telling you that they don't do something and you still pursue them and then they fall in love with you. And then now it becomes a problem. I hate people entering my house with shoes. I hate it. I hate it. You can't then now come to my house and then expect me, because you my man, expect me to then allow you, out of all people, to enter my house with your shoes. And when I say no, then you are like, no, I expected you to love me. I do love you. I do. But I hate this. And I told you about it. So it's not their actions that are disappointing. People not being romantic is not disappointing. Your expectation of these people changing into miracles. Into who's Kourtney Kardashian's Mutona? Husband Travis. Into Travis, who kisses you every single day, 24/7. Gaily, you are in the wrong path. It's not them. It's you. You are the problem. And then it says, If it does not feel good, leave it. And guys, we make mistakes. We enter relationships we shouldn't have entered. Friendships, we take jobs that we shouldn't have taken. We do things and we only find out later. But when you find out, then there's a choice that needs to be made. And I'm going to tell you this: learn to leave. I'm not saying quit at everything. I'm saying if it does not feel good, if you know from the bottom of your heart that when you wake up in the morning, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, leave. Don't wait for a miracle. Don't even procrastinate it. After the 3, I don't even want to put time frame on it, but leave when it doesn't feel good. Don't force it. Just leave. Okay. Kima, bonang urile. Urile re tlo ba rata. Hai pala re tlo rata ba bang, something like that. Ne? I wrote here, love unconditionally, and if it fails, love again. Don't ever feel like, oh, relationship yangila, I'm never gonna love again. Love again. Love is beautiful. Giving people love is beautiful. Guys, I love love. And I love loving on people. I love loving on friends. I love loving on family. I love loving on strangers. I love love. I love love and I believe in love. And no matter how hurt I've been in the past, my next boyfriend will never feel like, oh yeah, so hard enough. I will love again. Because like loving, there's something freeing, and like you feel free when you love, man. And love unconditionally. Like I said in the beginning, don't expect anything in return. Just love a person, and if they disappoint you, guys, it's part of life. But I believe one day you'll find your person, and I also believe that one day some of us actually not meant to be with anybody. Guys, I don't think I'm cut out for a relationship. Hey, I think as I grow, I haven't accepted it fully now, but I can see it. I can see the type of person I am. I don't think I'm cut out for a relationship. I have a lot of love to give, but I don't think in a relationship form, if I'm being honest. And then I said, be influenced by the things that lead you to where you want to go. On social media, né? And there's a lot of influence. But I'll tell you what about me. Actually, I've never struggled from this. I think my mom instilled it in me. I don't get influenced by any and everything. I get influenced by things that will take me somewhere. Like, guys, I don't like makeup, for example. No matter how I can see pretty girls looking, I'll never find myself waking up and saying, oh, yeah, that makeup look. Because for me, it genuinely does nothing for me, right? However, I love people who tell their stories. And their words and their actions are more likely to influence me to think a certain way. So, because I am going somewhere with that. I am going somewhere with that. If I'm not going there, even their words are not going to influence me. Guys, and then today, he said something. He said nothing. Because I am honest with myself that, like, for 30 minutes right now. But it's possible that none of the things I say actually influence you to change anything in your life. You're just comfortable living. And I think, unfortunately, other people get into the habit of being influenced by any and everything because they love somebody. So they love me and they're going to be like, oh, now I'm going to do everything that Naledi does. But does it lead you to where you want to go? Does it elevate your life? Does it change anything in your life? Does it do anything for you, or you're just doing it because I say you should do it? Yeah, I don't think that's cool. I actually think that's very ignorant. So you shouldn't find yourself in a position whereby you are influenced by things that actually don't matter to you, just because social media hands are saying it's a cool thing to do. Okay. Be patient. Rome was not built in one day. Oh, guys, our 20s are stressing us. Our 20s are stressing us. Because like I said in the beginning, we are chasing goals and we are not patient with the process. We're just like, hey, I want to be a millionaire by this time. I want to build a house by this time. I want to do this. But the reality of the matter is, actually, a lot of things don't depend on you, right? There are things that you can change, but there are certain things that you have no control over. And because you don't have 100% control over life itself, that can only tell you that even the dreams that you have, or the goals that you have, are more likely not to happen at the time that you want them to happen. Yes, some of them do come true, but some of them might not. And it's okay, guys, as long as you know that you're trusting in the process, and as long as you know that you put your all into it, it's okay not to reach a certain destination at a certain time. But also be patient. It will come to life, I promise you. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your dreams. Be patient with your goals. Stop rushing yourself. You are too young. Guys, we are young. Like, just the other day, we finished matric. Guys, it's not long ago. Varsity. Like, I haven't been in the industry for too long, but I will compare myself to great writers in the industry, and I'm like, but I've only been writing for a year. Be patient. As long as every day, every single day, you try and make your writing better, that's good enough. Don't try to be like people who have been in the industry for 25 years, you know? Don't be those people. Guys, people who wrote Shaka Ilembe have probably been in this industry for so many years, and people my age would find ourselves competing with people who are writing for Shaka, and you're like, baby girl, this person has been putting a lot of time in their craft for them to get to a point whereby they write a script like that. So do not compare yourself to things because you are impatient with yourself. You are fine. Like, guys, you are okay. Wherever you are okay. As long as you put in the work. However, if you're not putting in the work, then you are not fine. Because what are you doing? But if you are and you're not getting the result, trust me, eventually you will get it. Okay, I said be fearless, but I also thought to myself, that's actually misleading, because I don't think anybody can be fearless. Fear is a feeling, fear is an emotion, and it's a very important emotion. Fear can save you, but also fear can stop you from achieving certain things. So I then wrote, acknowledge fear, but do it anyway. Acknowledge that, guys, I feel scared. There was this day, not a long time ago, actually, a few days ago, I had to do something daring. And I woke up with so much fear. Like, I could feel, like, I dreamt about this thing the whole night because of how fearful I was, but I woke up in the morning and I did it anyway. And after that, I actually went back to sleep. And I felt so good. I was like, I did it. I acknowledged that I am scared, and I remember telling my mom that I am so scared of doing this thing, but Ma, I'm going to do it anyway. And I did it. So acknowledge the feeling, but let it not stop you. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Like, wake up and do it and say, yeah, kahubona fear, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I promise you, you will actually feel like this weight that has been lifted off your shoulders afterwards. Young people, like, I didn't even know how to write in English, but I remember my granny, my mother, everybody keeps telling me, guys, man. Don't find yourself when I so said like sa go ke go nna ntse siane fela le monate fela o itse keng o busy le monate o ka se fele le lona o ka se fetse go tsana le basadi o ka se ba fetse banna o ka se ba fetse tlogalang go nna mo competition ya banna le basadi never le ba fetse le monate never lo fetse. So rather take your time, nna le monate ga re ro ska ja monate bo o ja monate, but o ka se fele and sa o sianisi sa enne one fela le ngoro wena o phila o siane fo morago ga monate fokotsa brika go monateng o fokotse and then focus on other things tse leng gore di important, because you will get to an age whereby you realize that you actually invested nothing in your life except having fun. And unfortunately, Having fun does not stop. You guys, there are people 50 years old who are still. Steve Harvey is old. Him and his wife are having fun. Yo, like, what age did Will Smith jump? Like, he jumped at, I don't know, but Kishona stuff 50. Because that's the thing. You can do certain things. Yes, I can 60. But all I'm saying is limit monate and also focus on certain things. When I got a how grab paycheck, that makes no sense. Like, what are you trying to achieve? And if that's the life you want to live, hey guys, judge. Actually, I am judging you. Because if that's the life you want to live, you'll become a problem to us later on in the day. You will be a problem. You will be a problem to everyone. That's my problem. And no, don't do it. Because you got one problem again. No, well, how? Okay, have integrity and stand for what is right. I don't struggle from that. If there's anything I don't struggle from, is being a person with integrity and being a person who is honest with themselves and honest with other people, no matter how much it hurts. I will be honest with you, and if I lose you out of honesty, life, I am okay with it. And I do not take things that do not belong to me. I do not take credit for things that don't belong to me. I do not chase after things that I know other people want. There are a lot of things that I do not do, and there are a lot of things that I do because I am deep-rooted in having integrity for me and for others. So learn to stand for what is right. I was writing an article the other day and I said, stand for what is right even if you find yourself standing alone. Stand for what is right even if you find yourself standing alone. You are more likely to find yourself standing alone because standing for what is right is scary and it's not easy. But never be shaken by finding yourself standing alone, as long as you know from the bottom of your heart that what you are doing is the right thing. So don't doubt yourself. Don't expect backup. Guys, chase your things alone. Don't expect from other people. Like, do what is right. Stand for what is right, even if you have no support from nobody else. As long as you know from the bottom of your heart that it is right, even if you fail, you will go to bed at night with so much peace. It is okay to change gears. Guys, if this is not working, let's say you want to lose weight and you realize that diet is actually not working. It's okay to change and to go for gym now, you know. If intermittent fasting is not working, it's okay for you to, I don't know, do something else. But as long as you are still chasing the same goal, it's okay for you to either redirect it or find other things to solve your problem. It's okay. You don't need to keep on dieting when you see what a diet does not work, because it actually does not work for everybody else. For everyone, guys, but I do not gain weight like that, and I don't have your healthy diet type of thing. Like, I eat normal food, your rice, your meat, I eat normal food. But if I want to lose weight, cutting on that does not help me. Eating vegetables does not help me at all. Like, I have to either exercise or run or not eat at all, otherwise it doesn't help. So it's okay for you to change gears and redirect yourself using another route, even though you're going to the same destination. I said here, and I wish this was the last one, I said, believe in something greater than yourself. Believe in something greater than you. There is something about believing in something greater than you, and I'm talking about God. I'm talking about your ancestors, if you believe in ancestors. I'm talking about I don't know what a donkey, if the donkey gives you power or it gives you hope, believe in the donkey, as long as you feel like this donkey is greater than me. So whatever it is, just make sure that it's greater than what you can ever fathom in your life. It is greater than you, because what that does is something greater than you gives you hope, right? And hope is only based on tomorrow. And you believe unconsciously, I find myself believing that this something greater that I believe in will take care of the things that I hope for before I even get there. So I live a life knowing that things are taken care of, because I believe that something greater than me will take care and will pave the way for me, so that when I eventually get the things that I hope for, I know that they were well taken care of. I don't need to sit here depressed about what am I going to do tomorrow. I don't have to sit here and worry about tomorrow, because I believe that tomorrow has been taken care of by something that is greater than me. Guys, all of us are living for tomorrow. We are saving because we want a better tomorrow. We hope to have a better tomorrow. We are exercising because we hope we live longer. We read because we hope we get more knowledgeable. Like, we are living on hope. And if you lose hope, then what are you living for? Because we are all living for tomorrow. So you should believe in something greater than you, because something greater than you gives you hope and nothing else. And hope is something that actually gives you happiness and that gives you peace, knowing that tomorrow has been taken care of. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. Forgive yourself for your flaws, and forgive yourself for betraying yourself. Self-betrayal is the most painful thing. And it's hard to forgive. Like, it's easy for us to forgive other people, but it's hard for us to forgive ourselves. And I want to say, forgive yourself for everything. Forgive yourself for hurting other people. And they told you that you hurt them and you didn't mean to, or you meant to, but forgive yourself for your actions. Forgive yourself for, just forgive yourself for everything that you feel like needs forgiveness. Don't put it on hold. Just forgive yourself. Don't put it on hold. Just forgive yourself and let it go. In as much as you can forgive your boyfriend 100 times, forgive yourself the very same way you deserve it. And I said, sit in your pain. Don't avoid it. Don't find things to avoid your pain. Don't find things to avoid your pain. Because we find a lot of people who have not dealt with their pain, they avoided it, and then pain comes out. Pain, it's like at a time because you haven't dealt with it, it will come out, and unfortunately you will bleed onto others, and that's not fair. Not only is it not fair, it does not do you any good. So sit in your pain, sit in that heartbreak. Don't find another rebound. Sit in it, feel it, and then find things to deal with it. Because after you deal with it, I promise you, you would have let it go. By the time you move on, so deal with your pain. Don't find things to avoid it. Your happiness lies within you. That is clear. I keep on saying this in every video that I shoot. Nobody's gonna come and make you happy, I promise you. And there's no happiness that falls from the sky, I promise you. You have to work on your happiness. And only you have the control. Only you have the control. Guys, you can be in a relationship. That person is not going to make you happy if you yourself, you are not happy. You can get a job. That job is not going to make you happy if you are not happy. Nothing will make you happy if you are not happy. So you have to work on your happiness. It's not external. Happiness is joy is internal, not external. Practice gratitude every single day. Practice gratitude. When you practice gratitude, you actually, that's what I said. I told my friend on my birthday that only now am I realizing how much people tell me that, hey girl, like you have accomplished so much, but only then did I realize. Because when I look at the grand scheme of things, I haven't achieved half the things that I want to achieve. But I have achieved the things that I never even thought I would. I have done things that I never even thought I would. And had I sat down every single day of my life and practiced gratitude like I have been this year, I would have realized just how much I have. I have so much to be grateful for. I have so much to be grateful for. And you have to learn to practice gratitude so that you realize that even if you are still chasing, you realize that you actually do have a lot of things to be grateful for. So stop complaining and be grateful. It comes with age. This is my new line. This is my new line now. I used to be offended by people saying, yeah, you don't understand, but you will understand one day. Because it comes with age. And that's why this year I had to embrace growing up, because I understand that it actually comes with age. It actually comes. I don't think I'll ever find myself debating with, for example, Musa ga fitla grade 1, I batla go debate about how life is. I mean, I can listen and I can certainly learn from Musa, but Musa can never teach me about how painful death is. Like, it only comes with age. Like, when you're in high school, you don't understand it. Guys, is nothing. Don't think you're in debt. Don't think you're having a hard time. And I had to understand that actually some things come with age, and you only ever be able to understand them when you are a certain age, you know. My mom always says, and that offends us a lot, but I think shouldn't. It's okay to be 25 and to view life like a 26-year-old, guys. I always tell people that when I feel offended by people saying you don't understand, I always tell them that unfortunately you're having a conversation with a 26-year-old. I am okay reasoning like a 26-year-old. If you view me like a 26-year-old and you say you reason like a 26-year-old, I can never be offended by that, because I am 26-year-old and I see life like a 26-year-old, and I might actually not live until 27 years. So I have to be content with who I am. I'm not going to chase being 27. I'm not going to chase being 30. I'm not going to chase being whatever. I mean, reading actually helps me to reason better, to be more matured. Listening to older people helps me with that. But at the end of the day, I will keep on coming back to being 26 and acting like a 26-year-old, and that's okay. You know? And I had to understand that there are certain things that come with age. Unfortunately, there are certain things that come with age, and you have to be okay with that. Hold yourself accountable for breaking the promises you made to yourself. It's easy for us to tell somebody, yeah, you did this to me, and hold other people accountable, but I think you need to firstly start with yourself, because we betray ourselves so much. Hey, we started this year saying, and then you don't do all those things. And then somebody comes and then they break your heart, and then you want to hold them accountable for breaking your heart. But what about all the things that you promised yourself and you didn't do? What about the life that you wanted to live and you never chased? And you never went after? And you never even put an effort into it? What about the promises you made yourself? What about that promise that said, I will never go back to that person? But you went back to them. What about that? Hold yourself accountable for breaking promises to yourself, because that is actually more painful to deal with in the long run. Right now, it might be easy for you to blame everybody, and that's okay. Go around blaming everybody for your flawed life. But at the end of the day, because it comes with age, you will get to a point whereby you realize that everything was on you. So every single time you break a promise that you make to yourself, hold yourself accountable. Once you hold yourself accountable, also, it will be easier for you to hold other people accountable, because holding other people accountable is not as easy. Blaming actually is different from holding people accountable. Holding people accountable is not easy. Not easy at all. So, hold yourself accountable for the promises that you break, that you made to yourself. You will then in turn be comfortable holding other people accountable, but also you shouldn't be comfortable holding other people accountable when you yourself are breaking promises to yourself. You don't trust yourself when available. So what makes you think another person has to value you? If you break your own promises, what gives you the right to think another person owes you to keep promises that they made to you? I mean, that's a little bit questionable. And that's actually unfair on other people. Last one, I said jump. That's my last one. Jump, and I'm not even going to talk about it. Just jump. Just jump. And that's it from me today. I actually had a lot of fun shooting this. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you get something out of it. I hope you get something out of it. Even if it's one lesson, you know, that you're going to live by. Life is a gift, and I think we need to see it like that and stop chasing things that are actually meaningless, if I may say. Embrace growing up, embrace turning 20, embrace turning 29, embrace it, because you have more tools to deal with this difficult thing called life. Tools that you didn't have when you were 24. You know, guys, I'm a completely different person, and only in a period of 6 months I see change in myself, and I love the person that I am. I love the person that I'm becoming. Nobody can tell me, no. Nobody can tell me anything about myself. I love myself, and nobody can ever convince me otherwise. And I can only hope for anybody to find themselves at the state of fulfillment, and it has to last, even if you have bad days. But let the days where you feel fulfilled and joyous are more than the days you actually feel hurt. I remember the other day, I was so angry, and I was telling Angie about how angry I am, and how I want to do bad, you know. And then she said a few things, and I didn't want to listen to her, but I ended up listening to her. Besides, she asked me, and then we didn't talk for like a few hours. Later on in the day, she asked me, I was like, Angie, I was just angry at the time, hey? Like, I'm at that point where I'm like, okay, I was just angry at the time. I'm okay now. I washed my dishes. My place is in order. I'm happy. I actually love cleaning, and I actually love a very neat place. So it makes me happy to see my place neat. And I listen to music. I listen to Loyiso, and I was like, whatever, you know? But I acknowledged that I actually had a bad day, but I will not allow it to define my life. I will not allow my bad day to define my life and to then spiral me out of control into this dungeon. So yeah, you guys, let's embrace growing. I wish you guys nothing but the best with the next coming of months, guys. I hope re fitla ko December re santse re le bona, re santse re le mo, re santse re le rena le batla a rileng, you know. Yeah, I hope that for everybody. If you guys enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.